Warning: this video contains strong language that some, if not all, employers and grandmothers may find offensive and inappropriate. Maybe take the kids out of the room before watching this one. Hey, it's Mike. I wanted to tell a quick story about how I wound up in Facebook jail for what was supposed to be 24 hours, but was really more like 5. But mostly because it kind of gives light to some serious inconsistencies with how Facebook and social media in general handles, speech and their terms of service. So I was placed in Facebook jail last night. And how it came about was this. I am a huge fan of a show called Letterkenny. And there's a particular character by the name of Shorzy who is known for just vicious, long-winded, elaborate insults directed at people, usually that have to do with fucking their moms. And what ends up happening in comment sections in several of the Letterkenny groups that I'm in on Facebook is we get into some playful shit talking, and it turns into a contest of who can come back with the best Shorzy style insult. If you're not sure still what I'm talking about, here's an example.
Fuck you, Shorzy. Put a shirt on.
Fuck you, Riley. Go scoop it off your mom's bedroom floor for me. She gives my nipples butterfly kisses.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Fuck you, Jonesy. Your mom shot cum straight across the room and killed my Siamese fighting fish. Threw off the pH levels in my aquarium, you piece of shit.
Fuck you, Shorzy. Do you hear yourself?
Fuck you, Riley. Should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like a window closing on a Tonkinese cat's tail. Sounded like...
So this usually goes on for about 5 or 6 minutes, a couple comments back and forth, and then we all laugh and we go about our separate ways. So last night was in one of these back and forths, and we were going on for about 15 minutes. I mean, we were having a blast. We were laughing, and they were just getting more and more ridiculous. And then I get a blip from Facebook saying that my account has been locked for 24 hours. I can't post, comment, or react to anything. I said I violated their terms of service for in regards to harassment and bullying. And I clicked the thing to show me what I had done to do that, and it was one of my Shorzy style insults. Now again, me and 3 other guys have been going back and forth for like 15 minutes, so my messenger still works. So I reached out to them and I was like, "Did you guys get a strike from Facebook?" And they were like, "No, we wondered why you just stopped commenting all of a sudden." I said, Facebook locked me for my comment. And they were like, "Well, they didn't lock any of us. We've been doing this for 15 minutes, which kind of makes me think, I guess that means I won, because my Shorzy insult was so fucked up that it caused Facebook to lock out my profile. So they gave me the opportunity to appeal it. And so I selected that I wanted to appeal. They didn't give me any option to like plead my case. They just said I could appeal the decision. But my account remained locked while they decided on my appeal. And I figured, it's 24 hours. I'm not gonna, cry over it. Whatever, it's fine. But then 5 hours later, they released my account and said, "Sorry for the mistake. Your account's been released back to you, and the strike's been removed." And I was really confused because I hadn't pled my case at all. I had said I wanted to appeal, but like I hadn't gone through the actual appeal process. Now, what led this to causing my account to be locked for 24 hours was this was actually my second strike, and this is kind of what gets into the weird the weird part of the situation. So it was my second strike. I had gotten a strike from Facebook about a couple months back. And you might be wondering, well, what was that strike for? What other fucked up thing did you say? So the first strike was because I was on a post, and I was kind of having a political back and forth. It was polite. It was a political back and forth with somebody, and then a third person jumped into the debate and just started spewing some horribly racist shit. And I got no time or patience for that kind of stuff. So I extended an invitation to the gentleman to go fuck himself with a pineapple. And Facebook took exception to that. And I got a strike on my account for harassment and bullying. Now that one I appealed. They gave me the option to appeal it, and I appealed it. And this one, now here's where it gets weird. This one, they then gave me the option to plead my case. And my plea to the case was I was having a civil discourse with somebody. This random person came in, started saying some seriously hateful, racist, misogynistic stuff, and I wasn't going to tolerate that. So I invited him to fornicate himself with a spiny fruit. To which Facebook replied within about 5 minutes and said, "Oh, that's not good enough. Your account still has a strike on it. Don't do it again." My comment, my "go fuck yourself with a pineapple" comment remains like if you, I can still go to the post and my comment is not there, but his horribly racist shit is. Like, his really fucking racist comment is still visible in public. My rebuttal for him to go sit on a pineapple for sexual pleasure was too much. And this kind of leads to my inherent issue with all of this is, in one situation, I was confronting someone spreading hate speech and was given the opportunity to make that clear and was told, "Too bad, so sad." In the other situation, I was having a friendly in-character back and forth with two other people, was the only one held for it, was given the option to appeal, and then my situation was reversed before I even got to appeal. It's incredibly inconsistent, and this is a problem across social media in general. My Twitter had been shut down during the election last year because during one of the debates, I tweeted out, every time Donald Trump opens his mouth, it makes me want to punch the wall. And my tweet was removed and my account was shut down until I removed the tweet because it said it was threatening violence against somebody. No, it was threatening violence against a wall because of what somebody else said. I filed an appeal with Twitter, and Twitter basically told me to go fuck myself with a pineapple, and my account remained locked until I deleted the tweet. And I appealed until they told me I couldn't appeal anymore. And eventually I just took down the tweet because whatever, it was dumb. And then there was another situation on TikTok where I had posted a video voicing my opinion about the pricing of headphones, like studio headphones. And I was getting death threats and hate mail and people stalking my Instagram, people coming into my comments telling me to, go fuck myself with a pineapple. And I posted a video coming back at one of these comments telling the person who was telling me to go kill myself, telling that person to go fuck themselves. And my video was pulled down for violations of harassment and bullying terms of service. I was being told to go kill myself over an opinion on headphones. And me telling the person who was telling me to go kill myself to fuck off was bullying. But their comment wasn't, because I reported their comment for harassment and bullying, and TikTok told me to fuck off. There is a rampant issue with consistency in how terms of service are upheld on social media. I'm a fervent believer in the First Amendment and the right to freedom of speech, but I also tout constantly that these companies are private companies. The First Amendment only protects me from the government. It doesn't protect me from private companies. And if they have rules about what they do and don't want posted on their sites, that is their right. My issue is that they're inconsistently enforced. And so I think it would just be nice if these social media sites would be a little more consistent in how they enforce their own terms of service. Because this is multiple times now where I've been on the receiving end of hate speech, violent hate speech even, and been told my defense of myself was against terms of service. And a situation where three people making essentially the same jokes back and forth to each other, but I'm the only one held accountable. But then your mistake is realized within a couple of hours and immediately reversed before I can make a repeal. It's so inconsistent, it doesn't make sense. I'm not really sure what I'm hoping to get out of this video other than just voicing my frustrations with this whole situation. I would like to invite all social media to go fornicate itself with a pineapple until you can get your shit straight, because, it's kind of ridiculous that this has been like this. I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat now.